All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League here in Oculus venues. Thank you for joining us. We got some exciting matches, four of them in fact for you today, ready to get started here in just the next few minutes. But first, quick intros over on the casting end of things. I'm Palidore. We've got SirDimwi here joining us, SputnikKobra, Swift, and so much for subtlety as well on the cameras. We're gonna start off real soon with this match here between Instinct and Zero. So quick intros again. We're gonna hand it off to SirDimwi. How are you feeling about today?
Really excited, man. Especially this opening match. We have a fantastic matchup to kick us off here between Instinct and Zero. Two teams just at the top of the ladder, battling it out for just the few places there that may or may not get them into a postseason. I mean, we are at the end of week 5 here. We're going to start talking about that postseason over the next couple of weeks because these games coming up are going to matter, and this game right here is going to matter absolutely. I mean, it's just absolute phenomenal lineups. And then following this one, Barrage and Toxin. I mean, talking about two of our rookie star teams going head to head here on venues today, and then following that up, Anomaly and Spaghetti. Two other teams that have been pushing up into Master Tier this season and are just at the top of their game, just playing so well together. And then finishes off Wireless Jacks versus Project Mayhem. Project Mayhem, a new team, but not new faces, and I'm so excited for that one to finish us here today.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming up. So for you guys joining us, whether in Oculus venues, which if you're not in there, you should be, or if you're on Twitch or Facebook Live. Appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to hand this off to SputnikKobra and Swift, and they can do their intros for you guys. And yeah, we'll be back with some gameplay or getting started with some gameplay soon. Just a quick shout out as well to our great sponsors over in Pro2 VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net. And with that said, we're ready to get started. So Sputnik, Swift, all you guys.
Well, I don't know if I have to do the intro right now, but I'm so used to it. So I'm SputnikKobra, and I'm right next to Swift in spirit, not physically. But how are you doing today, Swift? And are you looking forward to these matches?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I'm absolutely looking forward to this. And I mean, just Sundays are a day I really look forward to every week, just because this is incredibly exciting. It's really great to see some new faces in the Echo community, and also see some great matchups as well. And cast some of those. And of course, how are you doing, Spot?
I'm doing great, and it's another Super Sunday full of terrific matches. And we're about to watch Instinct versus Zero, two very strong teams, two very evenly matched teams. So I'm expecting a lot of fantastic shots and a lot of great passing.
Yeah, and I definitely hope that we indeed do see that. And this match starting right about now.
So with this countdown about to start, this neutral joust in position right in the middle of the arena. These teams about to come out of their gates. They're ready to start. And with 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and they're coming out of the gates. And it's going to go right into the hands of Ender from Instinct. Ender sending it right down, right below that goal, and finding that cross pass, this quick assault, and they're going to get it to Cruz in the backline. Player coming right up to the bubble, and they're going to find 2 points on the board.
An excellent initial play there from Instinct. The immediate pass to Cruising from Connemara, and good reception, good shot. And that's going to put Instinct 2 points ahead now. And let's see if Zero can answer back. They've got Joust advantage now. And Rockstein just going to walk this one up for them. And good stunning as well by Instinct. Pretty aggressive defense, and that may win them the disc, and indeed it does. So here Cruising at the back line. Gets this passed on through to Ender, and they're just going to play this back.
And sending that forward pass up to the wall, juking that defender, trying to find that pass through the opening in the tube. It's not going to go where he wants, so Rock's Titan with it, sending that cross pass right underneath Bowtie. Voodoo with it. Voodoo not under pressure yet, taking it right into bubble, going for that cross pass, and finishing off, but the save from Cruz, and able to read it, stop it, but he can't find the clear, so it's still in their back court.
Yeah, that shot was on the fadeaway, so pretty difficult for the offender, but really good recognition on that shot by Cruising, and a brilliant save there will stop them from conceding 2 points, and from this being equalized, and a good stun from Ender wins Instinct the disc yet again. The stack coming through, open goal, the shot comes through, but it's not quite there. Bouncing back to the midline, now recovered by Connemara, passes it, oh, tries to pass it to the post, but Rock's Titan, what positioning there from Zero, gets it cleared through, and the stack comes out here as well, although just overshooting on the disc, and Connemara going to get the back pass, but the goalie stunned away now, so really great stuff from Zenith there, getting the back pass to Rock's Titan, trying to walk this one up once more, getting this one too sneaky after he gets a nice stun, tries to walk it in, but another steal from Ender, and almost like deja vu in the last play.
Absolutely, and now they have this forward advantage, and they're going to send the shot, and it's right in that upper pocket, and Ender will find 3 points, so we got a 5-point lead. Instinct is hanging on. They're making the right defensive plays. In 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock, it's still time for them to come back.
And Instinct have just got such a solid defense. It's Zero just not able to get past it so far. And let's see if they can figure something out here, get some more passes through, maybe some more stuns as well. We have seen some nice stunning, but again, another possession change from Ender, the stealer of the game so far, even though we're only 3 minutes in, but Kavichi getting this pass, but it's on the fadeaway, too slow. Voodoo, though, getting stunned away, but Rock starting able to recollect and gets the clear through for Zero now. Going to be picked up by Cruisin, looking at an open net, and what a shot from Zenith there.
An absolutely terrific shot. Talk about terrific play and able to read that clear, find that stack, find possession, and send it right into the goal from 21 meters, so way out of the bubble. It's only a 2-point lead to Instinct right now, and joust advantage to Instinct.
Again, Zero really working up the pace on the offense there, getting a really quick shot through and being on target, so good job for them. But Connemara is threatening to extend their lead even further, walking this one up on a 1-on-1, and Voodoo gets the stun, but it's just too late. Connemara putting that one in for another 2.
Voodoo in a tight position, that 1v1, he decided to challenge the possession hold of Connemara, but Connemara reading and able to get that shot right underneath them. So that's still 2 points to Instinct. Joust advantage to 0-0 to QB. Rock's Titan with it. Rock's Titan taking it forward, sending it for that short pass to Zenith, and Zenith is going to send it to the tube, so Sneaky Evil with it now. He's going to send it cross court, and they've got this good momentum. Zofudu sending it up, but not able to hit his teammate to be picked up by Rock's Titan, who slaps it right back to Sneaky Evil, and Sneaky Evil right up to that upper block, and he finds that shot through Cruisin's hand, so Cruisin maybe not reading that right, but that's 2 points. This is a 2-point game.
Unfortunate for Instinct there, they were not able to take advantage of that stop from Zero. Zero made a brutal brutal error on that pass, sorry, and not quite taken advantage of. So now pass comes through to Ender once more for Instinct, and trying to extend that lead like they did just before. Getting the back pass, but oh no, what it's another pass missed. The start coming through for Zero, and they're going to get another 2 points. That's going to equalize it.
And there goes Instinct's lead, not able to maintain it, making a critical error right there, forfeiting possession, and Zenith to put 2 on the board. So 5 minutes, we are halfway through this first round, and this is looking like it's going to go to 3, Instinct 2 QB.
Maybe Instinct getting a little bit too comfortable getting these back passes, and then finding that in fact they do need to work hard for this one, as they're just going to miss the back pass. And Rock's Titan again trying to go for it, but Cruisin working hard to get that save, and now bouncing to Connemara. He's going to get the clear through, and now looking for the stack now will be Instinct, but Zero is a little bit quicker. Connemara, they're threatening, although he is going to be stunned away. The clear comes through though after the pressure from Ender, and the back pass already here. Kavichi now trying to walk this one up, gets it to Ender. The cross pass comes through to Connemara, and it's a close 2 opportunity. There is a player on the goalie, and Kavichi gets it straight past him for another 2 points. So Instinct taking back the lead, but it's not by much.
And that is masterful passing. Back and forth, getting that forward advantage. Kavichi coming up into the bubble, finding that screen pass, that cut, and putting 2 on the board. So it's back and forth in this match. And to QB will be Zero with it. Rock's Titan sending it to Tube, up to Sneaky Evil, and Sneaky Evil just going to send it right down, and somehow it's going to find its way into the bubble, but it's going to be cleared by Instinct.
And Instinct already have a stack on that, so threatening another offensive opportunity here. gets the pass to Cruzen. That 3-point shot was a little bit bold, and it's not quite on target. And even if it was, pretty sure the goalie would have gotten it. And look at the stack from Zero already there. Takes a slam dunk, actually almost gets punished for it, but Rox Titan gonna equalize once more. And oh boy, is this gonna be a good matchup.
Back and forth, up and down this arena, but not able to make that save. I mean, if Cruzen's not there, he can't make the save. So Cruzen to QB for Instinct, 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, Cruzen getting the pass to Connemara, although we saw this slow play from Instinct earlier, and it actually cost them a goal, so hopefully they can get these passes sorted out, although a lot of pressure being put on Ender here to try and get that pass through quick enough, and in fact, that's going to force a turnover to Zero, but once more to Connemara, getting it to the backboard, Ender putting it in for the 2. Just masterful play there by Instinct, walking it past the defense, and stealing it right back as soon as they need to. So although Instinct losing the disc almost earlier on, his teammate's able to collect it again, and it's going to be put in by Ender. And now Instinct with another 2-point lead. They really need to hold this though, because Zero has jousted advantage, and they're threatening another offensive attempt.
And Rox Titan will send it down to lower ramp. Voodoo with it. Voodoo sending it back into the hands of Sneaky Evils. That cross will be knocked out of the possession of Zero, and about to scramble for possession in this backcourt, and looking to retrieve it will be Zero, picked up by Rox Titan. He'll be stunned out, so now it's in the hands of Instinct. They'll go for the clear and boost, and able to find it off the backboard, but getting stunned out, so they're not able to complete that and finish it in the goal, and it will be an attempt to clear by Zero, picked up by Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos will lose it to Rox Titan, and now Zero has a chance.
Yeah, I'm interested to see whether Instinct's game plan will change here. They're not quite covering the trenches, which is forcing a really deep pass, and Zero might be able to capitalize off of that. This 3-point shot just missing, and I'm be interested to see if Instinct changes their joust at all to counter this play from Zero, because one quick pass down to trench can mean a one-on-one opportunity, which most likely ends up with a goal, although Cruzen definitely putting the work in to make that percentage go a little bit down, but nevertheless, still shouldn't really happen, and the headbutt comes through from Voodoo, and the back pass from Kavichi to Ender, and back once again. They can hold this for the remaining minute, although it might be a little bit risky.
What an instinctual save from Voodoo, but that shot will come through, and he can't find that one from Ender. Way out of the bubble. That's 3 points to Instinct. They're looking pretty hot right now with this 5-point lead, so Zero to QB. And it's really heating up. 40 seconds on the clock.
See, if that was a 2, then Zero had a really good chance of coming back there. But since it was a 3, with only 30 seconds remaining, I don't believe it's even doable. The 3-point coming through, but a steal, and coming through here is going to be Voodoo, but what a save from Kavichi. Bouncing off, though, the clear not quite through, and Voodoo trying to take it again, Zenith, but another steal coming through, just not allowing anything to get through the defense, and now Instinct just defending every single thing from Zero, but not defending that one. Zenith with another shot coming straight down to the bottom of the goal, but it's just not enough. 14-11 to Instinct in the first round.
And what a great first round it is, going into the hands of Instinct, just like Cruzen making so many saves, and Kavichi getting that last save. Kavichi chuckling just a little bit after that last save. Maybe he didn't expect it, but he got it. And they're able to hold off the Zero offense to secure this first round win, and they're looking to do that in the second round and take a sweep.
Yeah, I mean, the the defense from Instinct really coming through towards the end there, but also Zero had a really solid defense before as well. They both have the same amount of saves, so pretty much showing that. But I mean, the organization from Instinct, they're able to get back into defense and get organized so quickly, and it's hard for Zero to make a play fast enough to scatter the defense around, and they I think coming into the second round, they're most likely going to try and pass some more there and make some shorter passes, as they've been making some really long ones. And although they've been working, I expect Instinct to change something up here in the second round in order to counter that play.
Absolutely. When we saw such an explosive initial joust, neutral joust from Instinct, I'm wondering if they can do it again in the second round, if they can pull off another win, and they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it absolutely isn't. And heading into this, another neutral joust is pretty sure it's Zero that has a brand new joust, and they're showing it, getting the pass down to Sneaky Evil, but just missing it. But Sneaky will grab it anyway and gets the pass back here, just landing on his teammate there, Voodoo. But the stun from Connemara will win Instinct the possession. 3-point shot not coming through, and Zero going to get the stack to it and win themselves back possession. But Connemara with another interception, so just a bit of ping pong in here. This 3-point shot comes through. Is it on target? Doesn't matter. Sneaky Evil's in the way. He's going to get the clear.
And Sneaky Evil will send it through mid and looking to pursue it and not able to get to it will be Zero. So it will be a scramble for possession, getting that stun and the slap out. And it will be slapped back to Sneaky Evil, but right there, Connemara will pick it up, pursuing that disc and having it. So sending it through for that clear, and now it's Instinct's turn to pursue it and not able to get it that time, but trying to get it off that bounce from the rim. And it will go into the hands of Zero for the clear through tube.
Well, I think Cruzen was having some issues there. Expected him to pick up the disc, but apparently not. And nevertheless, going to take it this time, but Ender dinging from such close range and trying to find an angle on the goalie and trying to paint the post, but paints the post just a little bit too much. And this stat comes through from Zero. It's looking pretty threatening, but also is Ender looking for a couple of stuns, but there's just too many of them. Sneaky getting the pass back to Rox Titan and walking this one up for the 2. It's pretty much a 1 on 3 or 1 on 4 at that point in the defense bubble. So did a really good job there, but it's not quite enough, and we will see a timeout.
Absolutely, and so we will see that time stoppage. They will have up to 5 minutes, but some really great play in the first round. And in the second round, we're only a few minutes in. We're 1 minute and 35 seconds in, so we have a lot to see. And Zero taking the initial lead with that 2-pointer. So it really is anyone's game, and I've got no expectations.
Yeah, and I mean, judging by that last round, I am definitely assuming this is going to be a very exciting set. And I'm really hoping it goes to 3 rounds, because this match was definitely one of those that is worthy of it. And I mean, I'm not really surprised. These teams, I've seen them in action before, and I don't think they've actually played each other this season. No, they haven't. So this is their first game against each other this season. But just judging by what I've seen from both the teams separately, I mean, this is just an excellent matchup.
What's that?
Hopefully, we will continue to see that in the remaining rounds.
Absolutely, and Cruzen just such a strong goalie. He's really become one of the strongest goalies in this game, in the history of this game. His ability to play and within, I guess we could call it the crease. There really is no crease, but his bubble play and his ability to play passively and not challenge the disc by moving forward to it, but staying stationary and predicting these saves is just unrivaled. He's incredibly talented, and we see it every week.
And now starting round 2, but the minute timer is still on there. But yeah, just gonna go to the connoisseurs for this game, and I really wasn't expecting it. I just went to have a look there, and it's 45-6 favoring Instinct. And although some people saying Instinct having a little bit of an edge, but I mean, I really don't think so. I think this is definitely anybody's matchup at this point.
I never look at the connoisseur vote because I don't care what the people think. I only cast what I see in front of my eyes, and I see great saves from Ender. I see some great passes from Rox Titan in and out of the bubble, and just really stellar play from both of these teams.
Well, I see you calling me out.
Hey, I'm just doing my job, and I really don't like to take other people's opinions into it because I like to go into it fresh. And now with this resume of play, it's going to go into the hands of Kavichi off that initial pass from Jazz Advantage and going cross court to Ender. Ender has this 1v1. He's going to take the shot, but he's going to bounce off the crossbar, and that clear attempt will find its way through from Zero.
Ender really should have walked that one through and almost getting punished, but Zero missing the shot as well. Rockstein going for the second opportunity, finds Sneaky Evil on the backboard, and Instinct will indeed get punished for that. I don't exactly recall which player, but they really should have walked that one further into the bubble. Actually, I think it was Ender. And yeah, I mean, I think he took a 3-point shot. Really wasn't necessary at that point, especially considering there was a goalie. And trying to paint the post and trying to find, I guess, a lead rather than tying it up at this point. But they've still got 7.5 minutes, and I mean, instead of tying it up, now they've got a 4-point deficit. So it really wasn't worth it. But with that being said, Zero again on the offense here. Sneaky Evil losing the disc. Connemara going to take it again for Instinct, trying to find this play. But the stack not coming through. Some good stuns here from Zero. And now Rockstein at the back line gets this pass to Sneaky. And no open goals here. This seems like a bounce pass, in fact, preempting where Zenith's going to be. But just a little bit late, but nevertheless, the back pass missing, and actually this might cost them possession. Ender on the 3-point shot, tries to get the middle slot, but just missing it there.
And it will be picked up by Zero and cleared by Zenith. Zenith will find it through, but that backline player will get it. So cruising with possession, traveling through tube, looking for that pass along wall. Not able to get it, and it will be picked up by Rockstitan. Rockstitan will be stunned, but his teammate behind him, Zenith, will find it, and that will be another clear through the tube, and looking to pursue it and picking it right up is Zenith, and he'll find 3 points. So 7-point lead to Zero.
And that's just showcasing the reads coming through from Zero at this point. I mean, the fact that they're able to get their stacks together so quickly and deny the enemy stack at the same time, it's just phenomenal. And Zero's going to find themselves 7 points ahead this time. So very in their favor. Not looking anything like the first round, and a complete change here. But let's see if Instinct can answer back with this. This play coming through, and Kavichi finding the top of the net, getting it past the goalie. Great shot placement, finding 2 points, and this might be the start of their comeback. But they still got 6 minutes left to do it.
Absolutely able to find that top pocket. Goalie not able to make the save. Maybe he just doesn't have the arm span, and it will go through his hands. So Rockstitan to QB for Zero. They have this dual rollout, sending it down to station, down to wall. Zenith with it, sending it up, but it's gonna go past his teammate, and cruising at the back line will get it and send it forward.
Crucial mistake there from Zero, and forced to slap it backwards. There's plenty of pressure on him there. Ricci finding the back pass, and Instinct looking so relaxed on this play. They know exactly what to do. Connemara walking this one through, and Ender finding a couple stuns. It's going to make it really hard for the defense of Zero, and Kavichi putting it straight past the goalie again. It's a really, really nice play on the offense from Instinct now. They're returning on Zero's mistake.
Absolutely. Now bust out the textbooks, because that was straight schooling right there. They set up, they waited for their positions, and then that cut pass right to Kavichi. So Rockstitan again to QB for Zero, rolling through, looking for that pass, sending it down into the ramp, into the hands of Voodoo. Voodoo going cross to Sneaky Evil. Sneaky under pressure, but he's able to get that cut, but it's not going to find its way through. Zenith going to get stunned out, and another shot attempt will be stopped by Cruisin', but it will be finished. I don't know who that went to. It apparently went to Kavichi, but really great saves from Cruisin' in goal.
Yeah, and hope we can find this whoever scored it on the play. I can't even see it, but someone scored it, and that's going to be Zero up by another 2 points. Cruisin' here trying to walk this one up, and try and return again on the play. It's going to be Zero with this single stack, trying to deny these passes, using the rest of the players to mark them, and seems like it's not looking too well at the moment. Instinct able to just pass straight past the stacks right now. The back pass coming through to Cruisin', but Zero trying to put pressure on, and Connemara trying to find this pass. The defense recognizing all the players' positions, and that is really good. A defensive comeback, if you will, from Zero, and now on the stack, trying to find a 3. Voodoo will zoom that one in from the sideline.
and maybe a little bit out of rhythm. They just can't forfeit possession like that. Zenith will come forward out of the bubble, will find it through that steal, and they'll get the clear down, and Voodoo will finish it off from a tight angle, but they'll find 3 points, so 3 minutes on the clock. Cruising to QB, cruising with it, sending it to Tube. It's not going to be on target. They can't continue to make these mistakes. They're out of rhythm. Sending it off the upper part of Tube and looking to pursue it will be Ender, and Ender will get it into his hands. So Ender, with his approach, under pressure, sending it. Oh, I'm losing it, but the save and the pickup by Konamara, I can't keep up. What is this play? It's on point from Instinct, so they were able to recover from that, send that pass slightly out of the bubble as Konamara approached. Konamara sending the shot, getting saved by Voodoo, but picking it right up and putting it in the goal.
Konamara taking on a 1-on-3, using his pitch and roll to his advantage, as he certainly should. And that gets them the 2 points here. Maybe the 2 points they need here. We've got just half of Zero's points at this point. And Voodoo trying to extend that, but no, Cruising denying again. Sneaky here, being a self-pass, and walks it back to Rox Titan here, trying to find some more passes, trying to get past the defense. And in fact, Will and Voodoo takes it through from the post and takes a shot through. I mean, this coordination by Zero is absolutely on point. They whenever they see a mistake in the enemy's defense, they just exploit it. And the player from post was marked, and as soon as he was unmarked, the pass came to him, and he finished that for another 2, and now 14-6 to 0.
So Zero will try and apply this pressure, and avoiding it with that verticality will be Ender at ceiling. Ender looking for that cross, sending it to Pac-Man and sending it right back to Ender. Ender will go for the shot off the backboard, and he'll find it. An excellent shot off the backboard, and Voodoo not able to read it, so that's an 18 meters a second out of his hands, 9 meters a second off the backboard at 8 meters at the edge of the bubble. But is that enough to come back? 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock.
They certainly can. It's just a question of how, really, at this point. And, oh, Kavichi with the steal. So I guess that is how. Finishing it with a 3, sorry. And now Kavichi coming in clutch, and now just 2 points away. And it's Instinct on the comeback again.
Way outside of the bubble from the tube. They'll put 3 on the board, 50 seconds on the clock. Zero will have it for this joust advantage. Rox Titan to QB into the hands of Rox. Rox will send it left to Wall, and they'll be stunned out, and it will float towards mid, and if anyone's possession will be slapped down towards the bubble of Zero by Instinct, but picking it up will be Rox Titan. 30 seconds on the clock, and the steal will come through from Kavichi. Kavichi will look for that back pass and approaching the bubble and going for it to the upper pocket. That is Ender with the 1 point advantage to Instinct. They did it off that shot below the shield.
Ender finding a 3, doesn't care whether there's a goalie or not, making an underhand shot above the goalie. He couldn't have been closer to the top of the net. 10 seconds remaining. Can Zero come back here? The pass comes through to Sneaky Evil, but it's stolen by Konamara.
That's it. That's it. And Instinct will take this in 2. They will rally back, and what an excellent comeback from Instinct.
Wow. That is the sort of play that you only see at this level. Instinct finding the steal, reading the play from Zero's joust, but pretty much before it even happened. And Instinct find that clutch play. And Ender coming in with the 3, not even forcing overtime, just straight up taking the win in 2 rounds. And that is going to be Instinct certainly deserving that victory.
Absolutely. 1 minute, 20 seconds on the clock. I said, can they do it? And maybe they heard me. I don't know, but they did do it. They came back. 1 point lead off of Ender's shot below the shield. What an amazing play from Instinct, and Instinct will take it in 2.
I don't know if you heard me, but I was just on the very edge of my seat, just almost squealing at the play because it was just so close the entire game. And I was like, really, is Instinct? I'm a little bit doubtful, really, when this happens, but it is just great when it does happen. Even if we don't get to see a round 3 here, that was maybe worth that trade-off, but because that was just some outstanding play from Instinct, and I have no words.
Absolutely. What an amazing game. And I feel like I'm getting redundant, but let me just say amazing game to Instinct, able to make that comeback, able to find it and secure the win in the second round. So looking at the points, we got Connemara Chaos with 4 points, Ender with 14 points, Kavichi with 9 points. Everyone's putting points up on the board. Cruisin will find 2 himself off that initial joust from the first round, that explosive rollout. And then how many saves go to Cruisin? Cruisin's got 4 saves, but we know he got a ton more than that. Amazing close proximity saves from Cruisin. And I was going to say earlier in the second round, can Cruisin really do all this on defense? Can he secure the win even though they were in such a deficit? But it really came through. All that effort from Cruisin paid off.
Yeah, and with that being said, that's the end of this matchup. And next will be Barrage versus Toxin. So I'm going to hand this off to Palidore and SirDimwi.
All right, yeah, we're going to be right back with the next match. Getting into it right now, so stay tuned. Only going to be a couple-minute break here. We're going back to back as we come back here and VRML. So stay tuned in venues and in Twitch and Facebook gaming. Appreciate you guys. And BRB. All right, everybody, welcome back to VR Master League. We're getting ready here to start with Barrage versus Toxin, 2 of these hot up-and-coming teams in the league among the numerous new teams we have in the league this season. Of course, mentioned it in the past, we'll mention it again here because it never ceases to amaze me. The fact that we have 170 plus teams now. We've been growing since week 1 of this season. For that matter, this is a 4 times increase over what we ended season 1 with just a few short months ago. Now the Oculus venues, everyone in there, I'm just seeing Echo VR and on the Oculus Quest as well, downloading the Echo VR open beta. It's been exciting for the game and the community, and we're gonna get a good look here at this team, who's just these 2 teams who've been just impressing. And I know SirDimwi, you probably got some things to say here, so I'll hand it off to you.
Oh, you know I do. Oh, you know I do. Yeah, these are 2 teams that we've all been watching, and because they're at the top of the rookie pack. I mean, not the tip top. There's a bunch of teams now at the top specifically, but these are 2 that are at the top. And what's so exciting about this matchup, they have not yet played this season, even in week 0. No challenge matches, nothing. So this is a first here for these two teams and really going to fight it out to prove who it is that is at the top.
Well, at the very top there of the ramp, it's going to be a deep clear going through. The immediate boost, straight line into the collection, but no, overshooting that. So outside the bubble still, Tantrum is there as well as Paravala for Barrage. And they're trying to start off with maybe a Barrage. Really a lot of aggression, and it gets them the goal. Paravallo, 2 points for Barrage.
Yeah, it's not letting up on that one as a double stun comes out there. Paravallo picks that one back up, brings it back in for the 2. 23 seconds in. Barrage going to take this early lead in round 1. Barrage up 2-0 as we launch here. Toxin with that joust advantage.
All right, so just a minute into this, let's see what Toxin rolls out with here. It's Knight's QBing, and sending it over to Light has come. So Light with the disc right back to Knight on the QB. Can see kind of a patient roll up of the floor. The defense not really opting to pressure too hard, so even though the disc got knocked loose, there's still going to be a lot of time to get it back.
So yeah, so Knight going to walk it in, go ahead, pass it over there to Light. Now Light's going to play the back line here as the team moves in, going back to Knight there. Knight, they drew out that defense, so they're moving in now on the bubble. Singularity going back to Knight. Knight coming in from the nest, takes a shot, and he's going to plant it for the tie there. 32 seconds after that last one, just over a minute in here. Almost a minute and a half gone by, tying it up. Toxin was just a solid play there. Yeah, taking advantage of the hole in the defense.
All right, so on the first joust here for Barrage on offense. See, it'll be Tantrum QBing. That's going to be immediate pass right into that bottom pockets. Unfortunate on the bounce, however, so Singularity taking this one over. And now over to Cameron. Echo Cameron to the opposite side wall. You can see the stack, though, well prepared for Barrage. Going for the deep Barrage, but no, it's going to be just slightly off as Knight takes it away. That would have been a really nice hit. And you can see the confidence being shown in all of these shots and throws that are thrown.
Yeah, there's a lot of confidence in that one, and you can see why. It almost made it in. But it will be Tantrum here on the far side there for Barrage. Trying to get across there, looking for Paravallo. Out of reach, so Paravallo does track it down. So still in control is Barrage. As they move in slowly, both these teams with a lot of patience in their passing. You can understand why they've gotten as high as they have, and a good stun there by Echo Cameron. Singularity going to come over with that one, sending it out, look for a clear and boost. Good reach here by Singularity. Coming down, he's going to get stunned out though, and that chain is going to get there for Barrage. So turned right back over, but now stuck back in their end here is Barrage as they try to move it back through mid.
I'm going for the anchor clear will just result in the interception. You can see the nice careful back passing. That's something that took the original players in PC so long to kind of learn to do. And getting the 2, it's Light, bringing it into the goal and lighting it up indeed. So right back up here for Toxin, 4-2.
What a nice little move there as Knight sends that one in almost on a panic throw, and Light gets a good read on it. Goalie comes out to challenge, and Light keeps himself moving. He does a little juke there on the barrier to get that shot off into an open net. That was a great goal there. And once again, Toxin taking advantage of the breakdowns in defense on Barrage.
So Copenhagen, talking about breakdowns, got broken down and stunned right out. Cameron sending it over to the side, but just a slight miscommunication. That's okay, though. Enough touch on that pass to still go off the bounce, despite the fact the player was anchored. Now a duck, another duck, and right up and down in, but taken out by Tantrum, and then back again to the midline and through the tunnel, it looks like.
You could see Knight getting a little ambitious there. He pulled out the step stool. Looked a little bit like White Fox, if anybody knows how White Fox plays. But Knight now with it once again. Oh, he's going to get stunned out from behind as he once again tries to walk it into the bubble. This one's going to get cleared out the near side wall. 6 minutes still on the clock. Toxin up by 2, and it's going to be Barrage down here with a 4-on-1 against Knight. Oh, that pass, excuse me, that was a 4-on-2, but that pass going to end up almost a self-clear to the trap here. We're going to get pushed forward back now. Maybe some scrums here for this one.
Yeah, to say the least, a nice redirect there from Tantrum, showing the cool collectiveness there, just to keep the heady play and not be too bothered by the defense. That said, still some piles forming as the disc does get knocked to and fro, but making a play on the goal here. You see 2 position players at the barrier, 1 at the post, but you know what? Making the most of it, it's Paravallo tying it up for a piece.
Yeah, you saw two of the players from Toxin start chasing that disc down once it left the bubble. Well, it hadn't left the bubble; it was a missed cross pass, and that opened the bubble right up. They got back to coverage. Paravello had just all that room to work with. Walks that one in for the one-on-one with Foley. Steep angle shot, but he's going to put it in. And 5 minutes into 5 minutes into round one, halfway through, we're tied up here, 4-4.
Just as tight as expected here, very close. The patience being shown once again. As I said, this is something you always recommend to newer teams. I don't have to tell it to these ones, certainly, because they are right online. They know how to back it out. They know that, with Echo, everyone loves scoring, but you don't have to score every time with just no time wasted. Sometimes it's okay to look behind you, say, okay, I don't like what we've got going up in front. I'm going to back it out. I'm going to reset. I'm going to call myself, and we're going to score a high percentage shot, the highest percentage possible.
Yeah, that patience. I mean, that's what you'll see from a lot of these rookie teams that have pushed themselves up into the gold area, some up into diamond on occasion. That's what you'll see from them. They're all very patient with their passing. They know how to pass. They know how to set up a bubble attack. They know how to draw the defense out, how to open up those lanes. And right there, you got a lane there, opportunity. Even though Scoop gets stunned out, he's still going to complete that shot. He's going to put it in for the 2, and Barrage is going to go up by 2 here with 4 minutes on the clock.
Still neck and neck. I mean, it's right back and forth, and yeah, you're absolutely right with these teams. I mean, they've for both Barrage and for Toxin. I know firsthand just from the matches I've seen and casted as well. I mean, these teams, for considering they're brand new to Season 2 and to Echo comparatively to most, I mean, they're still contesting some of these more veteran players and veteran teams up there at the upper division. So they cannot sell them short whatsoever. These teams are here for a reason.
They are, but that clear, not going to get out, going to bounce back into the bubble. Just about. Good slap there, going to be picked up by Scoot. Scoot taking the shot. Oh, the ding off the ding ring. That was going to bounce out of the bubble there. Paravello going to pick that up. He's going to get stunned out there by Singularity. He's going to get stunned out by Tantrum. Tantrum's going to get stunned out by somebody, and Singularity coming away with that one. Going to get the clear. It's going to make its way down to the barrage zone, near the barrage bubble, and that is Tantrum on the back line there, getting there first and looking for the clear. It is out.
It's out, and so was Tantrum on that stun, but now look at the regrabs from both of these teams. Unfortunately, overshoots as well, but the gentle taps are still under control, and I really like to see that as Tantrum. Again, maybe counter to the name, just very, very calm, in fact, sending that pass over for Barrage into the Pac-Man area as it goes right back again. Two-man game, call it a Tantrum tandem as he may go for another passing play for the goal. It's 8-4.
Oh, what a nice play there. Basically a handoff, and it draws it. Tantrum was covered very heavily there. In fact, both of them were. And by crossing over like that, it kind of opens up just a little bit of space, and that gives Scoot enough to walk in for the one-on-one once again. Barrage now going to go up by 4 here with 2.5, just over 2, as Toxin is going to take possession of the disc.
And they do need to score here fairly soon. Of course, only down by the couple goals, but yeah, with the final couple minutes approaching here, you definitely don't want to give any more opportunities to Barrage's way. So as Singularity works up the floor, that's going to be a long cross for maybe the advantage, and it is a great shot. They played that about as well as they could. It was a disadvantage on the numbers, granted, but because it was so off balance, I mean, they had to be decisive, and they were, and that's why they scored.
You know what it was? So, I mean, first off, the passing through mid was fantastic. They played keep away, and they played it wonderfully, and then they got it open lane deep in. They sent it deep in, and once they sent it deep in, it looked like the defense panicked, and the defense collapsed in on that one player, and that's what opened up that other player over on the barrier to pop that in for the goal. That was a phenomenal play there by Toxin.
Absolutely was, and bringing it ever the more close, maybe even a chance here if they can get back. They get the disc, tie it up, take a lead potentially, and they do get it. So here we go. Needs to cover the goal though for Barrage, and finally some retreats going on in as the pass goes out. There's Light up high and bringing it down for the tie up again. 1 minute remaining in the first.
And once again, oh man, it's like Toxin found something there in the last minute. Their passing has just been phenomenal. That beautiful play there in the bubble. They go for, what was that, 3 passes. One into the floor, one up to the shoulder, and the shoulder into the goal. So 2 passes, three throws. That was phenomenal. It's tied up here 45 seconds ago. Toxin they're feeling really good right now.
They are, but feeling maybe more in control here is Barrage. They're trying to reset a few times there with the He passes that triangle formation there in the midline, but being contested, taken off guard. It's Toxin losing it. However, back to Paravallo. So now the defense for Barrage. This could be a game winner if it goes in, and the rebound just stinging out, and then into the side wall. The panel grabbed by Cameron.
20 seconds to go here, still tied up. It's going to bounce to the mid of the field. To Tantrum picking it up. Tantrum looking for Copenhagen, but just out of reach. Scoot now trying to pick it up out of reach as well. So with 9 seconds here, it's going to be picked up by Lighters.com for Toxin. Trying to send it through, not through. Light does get it back, sends it through. But 5 seconds, it bounced up to the ceiling there. Maybe one last opportunity. Singularity taking a shot. Ooh, just wide. We will be going to overtime here in round 1.
All right, excited to say indeed and see these teams. Oh, they're providing all right, providing some entertainment, some great highlights, and an OT here. Always pleasant to see. Not all that unusual lately, of course, with VRML and the ladder system, the MR system. We've been seeing so many great matches now these last several weeks. That's the beauty of it. But lining up for this joust, here goes Barrage, Toxin, sudden death, OT.
On its miss there by Toxin. Barrage with the headbutt, going to get it into the zone. Bouncing near barrier. Who's going to be able to pick this up? It's going to be Barrage. And they said, oh, the ding! Copenhagen getting it back, but he's going to get stunned up by Singularity. Singularity now tracking it down, getting it sent away back towards that far side bubble. Nobody there to grab it. It does make it through. It's effectively cleared out. Lighters come is deep there, looking to track this down. If he gets there, he has enough time. Taking the shot. Oh, he's going to get stopped. Copenhagen, last second stop there. Going to get it grabbed and sent back towards the Toxin zone.
Oh, that was just immense. That was intense. You know, the heart's beating right now as they're trying to get up into the other side of the floor and spread out maybe for some offense. So resetting here, not going to be too worried. Kind of the two situations there nullifying each other. So this gives Barrage another chance. I really like the spacing as they approach this bubble here. Paravallo, one more reset out.
105 on the clock here in overtime. Tantrum with the Tantrum sending that one up, looking for Scoot. That one's going to bounce off the barrier. Light going to go out to challenge it. Gets there first, gets the send. Is it out? It is. It's going to get cleared down into the Barrage bubble. It's going to be a chain race. We got chains collecting in the backfield. They're boosting in, and Paravello coming away with that one. Going to invert and send this one back towards mid. No one able to play that, so it's going to get cleared out. Tantrum is there. Tantrum looking at an empty net. Tantrum with the shot. It's going to bounce off the nugget and bounce back towards this near side wall where Tantrum will recollect it. And now with an opportunity, sending it there to Scoot. Scoot taking the shot, and it's going to get in, and that will be Barrage taking round 1 in overtime.
Barrage with the clutch win there. It's Scoot getting it by. So after all that intensity, it is the offensive propensity from Barrage able to come through with that win. But what an entertaining first round. And yeah, like I said right there, first round. We are at the start, and this match so far, it's been fun. Really neck and neck.
You know, it's about what I expected with these two teams. I mean, like I said, they haven't played before. This is their first time facing off against one another. I know they've avoided each other in scrims as well. They have not been scrimming. This is literally a first look at each other, and also yeah, it's just this is kind of what I was hoping for between these two teams, and it's what we're getting. We got an OT in round 1. There's no telling what round 2 is going to look like. Both teams just playing incredibly patient, both doing a really good job of sitting back on defense and stuffing lanes, disrupting passes, both with really quick chains to recover clears and turnovers. And it's just a phenomenal play we're seeing from what you're watching here. This is the future of Echo Arena. I mean, not just these two teams. There's quite a few that we're going to be seeing rising up over the ranks over the next year, over the next couple seasons. And these are two of them. These are two teams that you're going to see rising up over the next few years. And watch out for them, because a year from now, next summer, it's going to be a very different Master Tier.
Oh, I think so. It's inevitable with all the just brand new players and community continuing to join in here. It's by no mistake that Echo VR, Echo Arena is as popular as ever, more popular than ever, in fact, after all these years. And at the moment, it's from not even light years, it's pretty close. It's a good shot there from Copenhagen, getting that goal.
Yeah, solid goal there. 11 seconds in. Barrage going to take that early lead. Maybe Toxin, maybe feeling a little deflated. You know, after you get an OT loss like that, it can deflate you. But what Toxin needs here, they just need to control it for a minute. They need to get that rhythm back. They need to score a goal. And if they can do that, they can definitely come back and handle this round 2.
And you know, one thing you mentioned during the round intermission there, just want to touch on, is you kind of mentioned these teams. Well, hold on a second, because Singularity is going up for the 1-on-1 and gets the shot done there, and giving a little cheer as well. Some nice aggression, getting the goal. But you mentioned these teams kind of avoiding each other a little bit in scrims and things like that. Reminded me a bit of my playing days and such. Of course, the big difference between then and now, back in 2017, 18, 19, especially compared to now, and with VRML, you almost can't hide from people. There's so many teams, so you can, you know, there's a lot of variety to choose from in your scrims. But there's so much footage of all the teams because of all the casts with VRML. I think that is a big attribution here for these teams and improving fast because there's so much to study from.
And I know that's one thing. A lot of these teams, ooh, Cameron picking that one up, sending this one in. Is it going to be on? It is. 34 meters out. Echo Cameron is going to hit that one from the tube.
All right, that one was definitely from light years away. That was, for that matter, that was from Copenhagen so far out. That was a great shot, but yeah, right up here, Toxin coming back strong, looking like the mental game quite strong. And you know what? That's pretty consistent with what I've witnessed from Toxin, you know, in streams over the last 5-6 weeks now, is that they really do tend to keep it pretty cool.
Absolutely, and this it's something that that's one thing I love about Toxin is how chill these guys are. They really are a chill group of dudes, and very friendly guys. If you ever see them out and about, they're very friendly. So definitely hit them up if you see them around. But this is going to be Paravello trying to send it through the tube there, up into the trap, tracked down there by Tantrum. Tantrum with an opportunity, taking the shot. That one's going to go wide, and rebounding out, but it's going to be picked up there by Scoot, and Scoot's going to plant it in for the 2. And we're back to a 1-point game here with 7.5 on the clock.
Yeah, Scoop with a nice scoop and gets the oop, and that's a 1-point advantage going the way, but of Toxin still. But I mean, it's pretty much remaining head to head. It's not as if either team so far in these first 13 minutes of play are really pulling ahead by more than a goal or two. So it's just strong testament to the capability as they weave barely a surgical pass through to Singularity.
The cross pass there, Singularity to Cameron. Cameron taking the shot to save their Tantrum. He's not going to let that one in, and not a lot of room there. I mean, they were looking at a 2-on-4 there, so maybe an ambitious shot. And Scoot is going to pick that one up, and he's going to get stunned there by Knight, who's going to now turn this one around here for Toxin. Knight now clearing this one in, looking for someone to pick that up. It's Light there under pressure, going to go up the ceiling under Singularity. Singularity coming down. Oh, another stop there by Tantrum, and that one's going to get cleared out back to the trap.
The defensive Singularity there, just eating up all of those shot attempts like a black hole at the moment, trying to go for another goal. Let's see. Barrage here on the offense. Copenhagen sending it back, contested heavily there with that aggressive defense. But Paravello getting the disc, inverting himself, but now getting stunned instead by Singularity. The immediate clear, the immediate boost, which you like to see. And if they can get here, they might have themselves an open goal, but no, right back for Barrage into the other end, and then back again.
So Echo Cameron on the back line here, handling this one for Toxin. Currently up by 1, 6 minutes on the clock, sending it to that the right trap there to Light Has Come. Now Light going to move through, walk through the tunnel. He has a chain looking to go in deeper, so he's going to send that one in, but the chain has been busted up, so he's just going to get in loose all the way, going to be picked up by Paravello. Back pass there to Tantrum now, and turning it around for Barrage. Now in control here with just under 6 to go, down by 1.
That was nice by Barrage. You know, another one of those small things I just want to point out, because you can see how heavily contested, how aggressive that defense was, and on that pileup. But Barrage doing a great job across these 2 rounds as well. Despite the defense playing very nearby, they're not throwing these passes and clears with an appropriate amount of strength. It's getting them a lot of strength. But that said, Light Has Come. He's coming in strong here with a good goal, and they're back up by 3.
You know, that right there, that's the importance of the accuracy of your boost. You can be as fast as you want to be. We saw both those chains came in right about the same time, and it was Light Has Come who got the accuracy on it. He was the one who got there first, got the grab on the disc, and he only had a second to act with it, and he took that second to turn around and pop it in for that too. And Toxin's going to go up by 3 here halfway through round 2.
Yeah, midway points, and we'll be stunned out here. Getting the disc loose is Singularity, Paravello as well. Some stuns, and a lot of them, in fact, ringing through the arena very clearly, as at the moment, holding that disc very dearly. Light Has Come with the disc now, spreading out the floor. You can just see they're not trying to pile up for too long or too much. And another one of those things that it's just a great thing to see these teams do as Copenhagen resets out to the station.
Got some really aggressive defense here from Singularity, though. He's going to get stunned out. And now Copenhagen trying to track it down. It will be Copenhagen with it. Copenhagen for that cross pass over there to Tantrum. Tantrum now Not under much pressure. Well, now he has Singularity coming out to challenge. Singularity does get the stun, but not before the pass, so that one's going to bounce in the hands there of Copenhagen. Copenhagen going under the goal there to Paravalo, and Paravalo is going to put it in for the 2. We're back to a 1-point game here with 4 minutes to go.
Now, look like as well one of the defenders that, not the goal, but the secondary one. I think Light has come there. Still even reading that a little bit, just kind of got an awkward tap, so you can see the cutoff was available. It was just wasn't able to really push off the wall quite the way that he wanted to, unfortunately. But good read on the defense, but better job there by the offense, just maintaining that, you know, mentality that you want to get those high percentage shots, and that was a very high percentage one.
Now turnover off of the offensive joust. Scoot trying to grab that one, but no, to be Cameron. Cameron quickly up there to Singularity. Singularity now with it at mid. He's furthest up for his team. Going to go for a back pass. Cam trying to get there. Can't. Tantrum with the slap. So this one's going to find its way back to the Toxin zone, into the bubble here. Both teams trying to track this one down. It'll be Tantrum getting their first. Tantrum looking for a cross pass. It's Paravalo with the anchor shot, but that one's going to go low. And now scooped out is by Knight, and that one's going to make its way back towards mid.
That's the difficulty with those anchor shots. Sometimes they can be very tough to read if you throw them into the goal, but also a bit tougher to throw sometimes and get that accuracy down. That said, still a rebound and a shot found. It's Paravalo going up by 1 for Barrage.
That's a solid move there by Paravalo to he uses the post to juke a little bit, and then yeah, just winds it up and sends it in and puts it at the feet of the goalie there. Good placement. And yeah, Barrage going to go up by 1 here with 2:40 on the clock. The Sox is going to come out with his shots advantage.
All right, so after those back-to-back goals, now it's kind of up to Toxin here to return and offer them something on the offensive end. But that said, the bounce is going to fly right into Singularity's hands, but you know, flying even faster, stronger, and unfortunately can't get the goal. So will be once again rebounded. More brawls unfolding, and then the shot is going. Copenhagen, they're up now by 3 points.
Yeah, you can see that mental game starting to come into play there. Some of these panic throws are just not going Toxin's way, and that's why you have to keep your cool during these high pressure games. Down by, I mean, they're only down by 1 goal now. It's not, they're not out of it. They're just no longer in the lead here. So looking to come back here as they take this one through mid with 1:45 on the clock.
Now opting to go for that clear, the boost, the goal not there, but the rebound certainly is, and they tie it up as a result. Echo Cameron, the fortunate return there off that bounce, and that is exactly what they needed, whether they intended it initially or not.
And, I mean, right there, the fact that, despite the fact that they looked panicked and rushed on that last goal, they come out and they look collected and calm and get that one in. Echo Cameron with a great shot for the 3 as the goalie's getting stunned out to tie it up there. 1:15 on the clock. We're back to a tie game. This is looking like a lot like round 1 of Singularity, almost coming away with that one.
And look at this, the reflexes here from these teams. I mean, they are right on top of what they need to do every single time they're available, and the shot is open and in off that bounce. Scoots on the shot, and that is a 3-point advantage right back.
That is harsh, man. I don't even know what else to say about that one. Scoot getting a good bouncer to put it in for the 3. I mean, that's a 3-point lead here with only 40 seconds to go here in round 2. Toxin going to be looking to make something happen. So Knight going to send this one through mid, bouncing in all the way deep. Singularity with the Singularity with the shot. Oh, it's just going to go high. Now Light's going to try to track that one down on the far side there. 30 seconds on the clock. Light going back to Sing. Taking a shot. He hits it for the 2.
Oh, yeah, that's tough. So 1-point game. And barely time. There's not going to be much of it, so they might have had a little extra to still find a 3-point shot. I'm sure that was intended to be one, but always tough on those anchors right on the edge. So barring something miraculous here, let's see. Turnover not underway, the clear through, and that's going to do it here. So Barrage in 2 by 1 point in the second round.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get much closer than this game. I mean, you really can't. We had an overtime in round 1, and round 2 is decided by 1 point. I almost want a rematch just out of principle on this one, because that is so close. That is so close. That, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a closer game than that one there. Wow, what a performance from both these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I mean, you had an overtime, and then you had the 1-point win there off of again that bounce shot as well. That is almost salt on the wound for Toxin, just having that be the deciding factor. But full credit to Barrage. I mean, they were true to their name. They kept it going. They kept their foot on the pedal, didn't let up at all. And as a result, well, the results, but supremely entertaining match without a doubt.
That really was. And also I want to point out, when you're looking at the stats on the board, look at everybody contributing, particularly on Toxin. Look at the uniformity there across the board. Everybody with at least 2 goals, almost everyone with at least 2 assists, everybody with a save on the board. That is some teamwork there. But it's got to be Barrage coming away with that scoot with 11 points, game high. Paravollo with 8 points. Tantrum with 7 assists. Tantrum a playmaker, huh? Also picking up 3 saves. So Tantrum definitely a really impressive backliner there with a stat line like that. Also Copenhagen picking up 4 points, 1 assist, and Paravollo with 8 points as well. Just a lot of talent in this game here. A lot of talent that we're going to see, creeping up the ladder board. As I said, over the coming seasons, months, years. Yeah, this was what a game.
Yeah, I concur. Just amazing. And you know what? I think we have another amazing one up right next here. It's going to be Anomaly facing off against Spaghetti Spagoodles, the incomparable. Both of these teams, huge up-and-comers for sure. So it's going to be an exciting one. We're going to be back in just a few short minutes. So do stay tuned. And we'll be back in a sec. All right, welcome back. Told you it wouldn't be too long. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This has been a fantastic series of matches so far. This will be our 3rd one of the day, about to occur between Anomaly and Spaghetti. So fun match about to start here. Quick shout out to our sponsors once again, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net. You can bet that they are offering a lot of great opportunities and support for our league and for our communities. So definitely big shout out and thanks to them, as well to our Oculus Venues viewers who are watching there every week in Venues, every Sunday, same time slot here for Echo VR, for Echo Arena. We have Onward Master League also going to be streaming on Saturdays. So stay tuned for those dates, but throughout their season there, they'll be also streaming. So a lot of great things going on, and it's great to have you guys joining, whether on, again, venues, on Twitch, Facebook Gaming, Juked, and the list goes on. We're just happy to put on a show for you all. So we're still waiting the return of one more player here for Anomaly, as some karaoke is actually going on in the comms. But that being said, SirDimwi, how you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling like this game is about to rock us. Yeah, you like that?
That was mint.
This is gonna be a good matchup as they keep going with it. Yeah, no, I mean Spaghetti has Spaghetti's just been. I wish I had a pun for this, but I don't. They've just been tearing it up. I mean, they have just been. They came into season 2 here, figuratively and literally a different team. Now with the return of Meatballer, a little less different than they were at the start of the season, but still as dominant. I mean, they've been playing.
They're still different.
They're certainly still different, but they have been playing so well. I mean, they have been. There's a reason they've kind of encroached the top 8 here, the top 6. They're such a strong team. But Anomaly, team of. I mean, they're not rookies anymore. Last season, a couple of them maybe. Chocolate, the one-man speed multiplier, as we've been calling him, finding himself with Acorn, Sweet Tooth, and -0. I mean, there's a reason they're up in Master Tier here as well. They've really, I wouldn't say they've surprised anybody, but I think their improvement since the start of Season 1 is notable and laudable, and very excited to see them facing off against Spaghetti here. It's going to be, I'm not going to call it a measuring stick match, but it's definitely, it's definitely one Anomaly has something to prove here.
Yeah, it is definitely an intriguing matchup for sure. And yeah, Spaghetti, for the unfamiliar, the uninitiated there watching over at home or wherever you may be, beauty of mobile headsets, but wherever you're watching there, I mean, this should be, I expect, a very fast-paced, entertaining match, because between these two teams, the style, we're talking some heavy-hitting players on offense. We're talking about some of the most blazingly quick stacks you will see across the floor. We're talking, yeah, a little bit of style, a little bit of flash, a little bit of steez, maybe a lot bit, in fact. But nonetheless, it's always a show to watch between Spaghetti and Anomaly here. I expect the pace to be interesting. You know, we've seen Spaghetti in recent weeks coming up against some of these other master tier teams here in the league, and the likes of whether Kangarillas or Synapse or what have you. I mean, Spaghetti's been able to really control and dictate the pace, which is to say, play a little bit out of control, but that is their pace, and they love it when they can just have cause these teams who maybe aren't used to that kind of thing, and just getting them all kinds of disarrayed, and it's been working to their favor a lot of the time.
No, it absolutely has been. Their defense has, I mean, they are so good at reading lanes. Ow, in particular, is really good at intercepting cross passes. And then on offense, they're a team of players that notably, and this, I believe this is part of Mini Hat's reasoning for putting this team together, this roster. They're notably a team of players that like to drive at the goal and duck on you and hop on you and pull the staircase out and juke off the geo. I mean, they're players that will trip up. They'll be looking at 2 defenders and a goalie and somehow get by and get a shot on goal. A lot of times those shots going in. And that's going up against a team, Anomaly, who takes on more of a, I would say, more of a traditional meta style of play with a lot of clear and boosts, a lot of pretty passing around the bubble, which I don't say that derogatorily. I mean that literally. It's some beautiful passing we'll see here from Anomaly. I mean, both teams are going to have some amazing passes of some amazing plays, but that's just your two different styles there. Where Spaghetti is more, you get more of a pass to someone who's going to drive in, versus Anomaly is going to give you more of that pass around your defense until they get an open, some space to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Anomaly is a team who does not give teams a lot of space or a lot of time when it comes to their stacks. Again, mentioning it, and I know, well, as these teams do listen to this, a lot of them will be saying, "Pally, you say this every single time." Well, I have to, because it is a big factor. It's a constant factor, in factor. But yeah, it's just the pure speed of the anomaly can definitely bother a lot of teams there. And as we still await the player to return, seeming maybe like some tech issues, and hopefully for Anomaly they'll be able to get their full 4, because we've seen it at times. It can be very, very tough if you're going into a match expecting one lineup and then have to suddenly go with something else unexpected. So we'll see what happens here, but we're gonna try and cross our fingers and hope for the best, as Spaghetti and Anomaly just trying to stay warm here on the inside of the arena.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things dealing with a tech issue is that they're getting cold, because you know these teams are definitely scrimming before their games. They're drilling, they're getting their shots in, they're getting their muscles warmed up and stretched, their blood flowing, and then to get into the arena for the game and then have to wait. It can really affect your mental game. It can literally affect your physical game as your joints cool off again. It's for some players it's that important to get a good warm up in and to stay warmed up. But yeah, regardless of that, I'm still very excited for this matchup, because these are two very impressive teams.
Well, in the meantime, though, do want to shout out as well. Once again, if not to take from Dimwi's typical role, but if you like what you're seeing here in VRML and Echo Arena across this last hour plus of gameplay, go download it. It's available on Oculus Quest. It's also on the PC Oculus store there for Rift and Rift S, but it is available there, open beta on Quest right now for free to play, free to own, and absolutely a just amazing experience. Nothing you see, as much as we try to do all of this gameplay justice anytime we're casting and camming these matches, it is just another thing entirely. Once you get in here and you realize, I think most people who've been in this community and have played this game at any level for any length of time, you realize within the first several minutes that this is not like anything you've played before. It draws a lot of similarities from real-life sports, absolutely. But as far as in the gaming land, the gaming industry, this is not something that you can get anywhere else with this kind of sport-like physicality, where it's less reliant on just straight up button presses to get everything you want done. In that sense, most of it is just your physical attributes, how you react and your reflexes, your shot accuracy, the way you brawl and duck and jump and move, and that's why it's just an amazing game, and it's endlessly playable and replayable. Now, with that said as well, for those players who might be interested in VR Master League and joining up with us in this league, it is also a free league, and it's conducive to anyone of any skill level. Do not be intimidated or afraid to join up, no matter what your experience level with Echo is. I know you can look at these venues matches and see the kind of high-level play that it's produced these last several weeks of venues, and maybe it can be a little intimidating. You say, wow, these players are so good. They've been playing, most of them, for years. But then as you see, like in that last match, Barrage and Toxin, newer to this scene, but still impressing with great matches. And that's really the case with all of VRML because of the ladder system, that MMR system. You get your placement matches essentially for the first couple weeks. Your team gets assigned a matchmaking rating, a value there, and then you're paired against other teams of that similar area. So regardless if you're brand new or you're a grizzled veteran who's scrimming 3 or 4 times a week, you'll get exactly what you put in to VRML and Echo Arena.
Yeah, no, that's one thing I've noticed sets apart some of the, when you're talking about rookie teams that are new this season. One of the things that really sets apart the ones that kind of floated up and the rest is the amount of time they're putting in. I mean, these guys are playing literally every day, several hours a day, in scrims and pubs and practices and games, everything. They play constantly. And as Palidore says, you get what you put in. And if you want to be at the top, you can get there. I mean, you actually can get there. That's one of the things I love about Echo Arena is that I mean, age, gender, skill, physical ability. I mean, really, anybody can get there. You know, all you got to, it's just about putting in the time, putting in the work, grinding it up, and improving on what you want to improve on. As looks like we are going to get ready to start here, round 1 between Spaghetti and Anomaly.
And interestingly, we've got Whoosh, and that's not to say a missed joke, which happens from time to time when we're casting together, but no, Whoosh is on Anomaly. Again? Oh, here we go. We're going for the first round, so thanks for your patience, and at the moment, no patience being shown at all in these jousts, coming in with some fire and some strength, but no, the lightning not being struck by the strikers, but right back, and ducking through, it's Ow. He's got the power, and Spaghetti's got the 2.
Yeah, I don't know how many times that disc changed hands on its way into the goal there. That was ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. It was that was good persistence there from Spaghetti, and that, I mean, that's all they'll get you. They're really quick. They're so quick. Their hand-eye coordination is probably if you tested everyone in the league, they'd probably rank up there as Ow with another interception.
Ow's been doing a phenomenal job as of late. Just really bothering defenses there, being all over the disc, it seems, whenever it's loose. Meatballer, he's going to knock loose, but look at that Sweet Tooth. Talk about Loose Tooth losing that, and that was the truth. Going over here to Ow. Ow getting stunned, saying Ow probably at the same time as Chocolate tries to recover, but being stunned out, double stunned, in fact, as the knockouts go through. The goal is open. Meatballer tapping it its way and into the awaiting hands there of Oculus, who's stunned out just the same.
Will be Anomaly back in possession here. Over a minute off the clock. That bounce not favorable. Blender's picking it up. Blender's sending it in. Looking for Meatballer, but that out of reach. And now going to be another turnover. Acorn with it now. Acorn sending this one up. It's going to get stuck in the trap there. Chocolate tracking it down. Does get it. Ooh, the steal there. Ow. Another turnover from Ow as Meatballer now walking this one in. Taking the anchor shot. The Sweet Tooth's going to shut the door on that one and send it back out.
Bold one to start with, but not necessarily an unusual thing to see from this team. I told you, these Spaghetti, they will play like they want, like they wish, but right now, it's a Meatballer with a dish. It's 4 points.
Yeah, Meatballer making that juke look so easy. I mean, you could say, the moment Meatballer was pushing up on that post, you knew he was looking for that juke, and it was given right to him. And he gets the juke on, he walks in for the one-on-one and pops it in for the 2. Spaghetti gonna go up by 4 here, 2 minutes in.
All right, and taking that disc, it's Chocolate looking way across now to the bottom of the floor there at the wedge. Ow and Oculus are kind of in the area, but not connecting much, so it's going to allow Whoosh to grab that disc. And Acorn and Chocolate, there's a nice short-range boost, and it's just enough to get Acorn the disc back and find the pass.
So good passing sequence there. Chocolate taking that shot. That one's going to bounce off the bottom side of the cone and now bounce all the way back to mid. So an inadvertent self-clear on the rebound off of that shot as Acorn does pick this one up. So Anomaly will be back in possession. Trying to send it through. Ugly bounce at mid. Now having to recollect it once again is Anomaly. And Whoosh with it, going to fling it forward, but another ugly bounce. This is unfortunate. Still loose, still in the Anomaly zone. Whoosh with another slap. That one goes right down into the hands of Blenders. Blenders looking for that bounce shot, but no, it's going to be in the hands of Sweet Tooth. Turning it around one more time for Anomaly.
You know, I can't help but think as that disc gets knocked out of the hands there, so right back into, it looks like Sweet Tooth actually with a grab. Can't help but think maybe that just brief delay, that unexpected kind of timeout of sorts, pre-game timeout that we had, might have iced these teams just a little bit because they were all feeling good and warmed up, then had to delay it for, 10 minutes or so. That could be just enough at times to throw a rhythm off, so I expect this rhythm to maybe change in the next few minutes as they get re-warmed up.
Oh, absolutely. As the chain's coming in here, nobody actually getting to the disc. It will be Blenders. Blenders looking at an empty net. And he's going to pop it in for that easy shot there for the 2. And that's going to put Spaghetti up by 6.
And 6 minutes, just a little bit above here, remaining in the first round. We continue on, and this is our, indeed, third match of the day of venues, that is to say. Of course, a lot of matches happening just about at every hour, streamed or otherwise. So that's just the beauty and the beast of having 170+ teams. So many matches as they light up another match, but Sweet Tooth, another snatch into the deep end. There it goes. Nice defense being shown from Sweet.
Tracking it down is Whoosh, but it's immediately stolen there by Oculizator. And Ock going to send this one up there to Meatballer. Meatballer looking at a 1-on-2. Maybe get a look for back pass. No, takes a shot. And, well, it gets in. And Spaghetti is going to go up by 8 now.
And that's a good lead for Spaghetti. That said, with 5.5 minutes left, Anomaly can make that up. Just knowing their personnel here. In about a minute flat, they could make up that difference, really. So we'll see how this table maybe turns. But right now, just setting the table for a very nice lead is Spaghetti, and maybe going to grow it here.
Yeah, Al looking to send that one up to Oculizator, out of reach, but Al going to recollect it, just slaps it in. And that's going to be another 2 there, and Spaghetti's going to go up by 10 here halfway through round 1.
And there's the double-digit lead for Anomaly. And you know, another factor as well, just the fact that they do have, again, that unexpected substitute. Now, that said, Whoosh was a member here of Anomaly, I think a league substitute. So kind of rejoining the team maybe unexpectedly. So they have the chemistry already from prior, but at the same time, it can mess with the game plan to have that happen.
Absolutely can, but that one, Blender's going to send that one out, but right there in the hands of swiift. So an opportunity here for Anomaly. Sending that one up to Whoosh. Oh, Whoosh was looking for Chocolate on the cut pass, but Chocolate was looking to stun out the goalie. So miscommunication there in the bubble is going to get this one out back towards mid. Blender's with the Blender's, sending this one in, sending it across. If for a cross pass, picks up his own cross pass. Now, does send it into the bubble. Meatballer takes the shot, but it's stopped there by Lit. But Oculizator is going to pick that one up and pop him in for another 2. Spaghetti's going to go up by 12.
It's just unfortunate because for Anomaly, they've had, I mean, between that nice one from Chocolate and then, of course, Sweet Tooth already contributing a handful of nice grabs there. They're playing some good defense. It's not translating on the score sheet, you know, to some points of their own, but they're still making some very nice plays.
Well, they really are. I mean, Anomaly, they've had some really good looks on offense and defense, but it's Spaghetti is just one of those teams, when you turn it over, they're really good at punishing for it. Although that one there is going to find its way back to Sweet Tooth. He's going to get this one cleared into Spaghetti's zone. Bouncing up to the ceiling there, Oculizator, they're going to be the first one to it, so Spaghetti back in possession. Looking to send that one to Meatballer, bounces to Al. Al going to go back to Meatballer. Meatballer looking at a 1-on-2 here. Meatballer with a penchant to go for the 1-on-2, but no, Acorn's going to stun him out. Though Al going to stun out Acorn, so Al's going to pick this one up. They have a 2-on-1 now. Al walking it in. Al going to take a shot. That one goes wide.
Goes out, but over here to the wedge, taking it back. It's Blenders. And trying to find that pass, working its way to the wall. It's Oculizator, the maneuvering as he's very much known for, and the immediate fling. Look at that save from Sweet Tooth, though.
I think that's probably the closest we can get to having a one-timer style shot. That was really something. But Al sending that one in. He's gonna get it for the 2. But I still want to go back to that attempt from Meatballer because that was sneaky. That was so sneaky. I can't. That was a great save by the goalie, but that was a sneaky shot there.
It was an evil shot. But yeah, Al getting it in eventually. Spaghetti, they're up by 14. 2.5 now left for Anomaly. It's going to be an uphill battle for sure, but if they can get something going, we've seen it time and time again. You know, regardless of the results of this particular round, if they can get something going these last 2 minutes, like maybe this, as the collection goes through and whoosh, swooping in for the 2. This is what they can bring with them into the next.
And that, I mean, that's the kind of style that Anomaly is going to have to play against Spaghetti, because Spaghetti is just too good at winning the one-on-ones, at intercepting getting in those passing lanes. Anomaly is really going to have to adjust to kind of that clear and boost style where they're going to be able to sneak past the Spaghetti defense. I think that's going to be the answer to Anomaly's game here if they want to come back in round 2, as we are a 12-point difference. That's a minimum of 4 goals. So we're not out of time yet, but that's 4 threes Anomaly would have to make here in the last minute 40. But though maybe get a start here. Sweet Tooth looking for that pass. Once again, a pass to a man near the goal, but that one's instead going to be a miscommunication in the bubble, and now back out towards mid.
Yeah, well, it was going for the right idea, but just a stun out on that backboard pass. So trying to gather themselves and get their bearings, but cannot bear the load that is Oculizator on offense, going in from the top. No nonsense, 16-2 Spaghetti.
You know, I was wondering when we were going to see it from Oculizator, because we saw it a couple times so far from Meatballer. And again, excuse me, I go back to that style of play that Spaghetti has of just, you're the guys that will drive in on the goal, no matter how many defenders are looking at. They'll walk it in, they'll juke their way in, they'll duck their way in, and they'll get a shot. And that's what happened there.
And over the course of the last few years, Oculizator, you might have seen it even on that pre-show scene with some of those player cards, those info cards. And Oculizator, definitely well known for that being in his wheelhouse since the beginning, before most people did just incorporate those kinds of maneuvers into their game. That said, a beautiful pass, blenders to Meatball. That was a great cut for the 18th point.
Yeah, that was a master tier cut right there. That's the kind of stuff you see from top teams. Spaghetti being a top team, and showing it right there. I mean, as you said, a beautiful cut, blenders and Meatballer. And yeah, just a beautiful goal there from Spaghetti to go up by 16 here with 12 seconds on the clock, as Anomaly's going to send this one through that near side tube, going to bounce into the top of the trap there. Meatballer coming away with it, going to clear it back out. 5 seconds to go here. This will end round one. Al going to go for one last shot there. That one's wide. So it's going to be 18-2 to Spaghetti in round one.
Yeah, and just a tough situation there for Anomaly. They started getting some things together there and forcing that disc onto the orange side a bit more towards the end. Had some missed opportunities, as you mentioned, just kind of on the passes and things like that. But their speeds started getting together. They had some good looks, so still some things good to build on. That's what you need to do as a team anytime in any game, any sport, right? If you have these intermissions, these timeouts, whatever it is, if you have a moment to breathe, this is where you take the time to just re-strategize and kind of acknowledge the fact that next round it's a new one. It's not an unusual thing for teams at any level. It doesn't matter if you're bronze, doesn't matter if you're master, doesn't matter if you're world champions. Everyone is going to have those times where they just get in these momentary funks, but it's a long game, and that was kind of the purpose of changing over. You know, one of the large purposes of changing over to this 10-minute format and things like that is it really gives teams a lot of time to make these comebacks and you know, have a decent chance the next round or even just the next few minutes of any given match.
Yeah, and Anomaly still. I mean, this is not over. I mean, we've seen a couple of these games just this week where one team will, you know, really run away with a score in round one, and then suddenly round two, it's a much closer game. And I think, you know, if Anomaly, if they can build off that last goal there, that 2 point they got off the clear and boost, if they can focus on that style of play, I think they can. We might see a closer round two here as we get started.
All right, so here it goes, linking up and winning the first joust, at least by the touch. Is going to be Anomaly, but instead Spaghetti does get the disc eventually, wrangling that in the back line. Meanwhile, all the way to the other side, the goal is open, and the goal is made. Oculus Satyr gets 2 points here, 15 seconds in.
Yeah, that's just a good shot from Oculus Satyr. He was draped there by players dressed in blue. But he gets a shot off nonetheless right there in the goal, right near center of the goal. And yeah, just 15 seconds in, Spaghetti's going to take a 2 point lead here.
And maybe looking to increase it a bit more with a very tight shot right by the barrier and buries it. Ow.
Yeah, that's just that's Spaghetti punishing for a turnover. That was just it happened to be in a really good spot with a great look at the goal from pretty far out. That was Al putting that in. So 1 minute in, Spaghetti's going to go up by 1.
And going up by 5 here. In fact, as they launch out fast. Anomaly grabbing the disc, but look at all the pressure. Like we said, it's immense from Spaghetti. This happens to a lot of teams, so just trying to maneuver around it is Anomaly, but getting just disheveled and stunned out. And again, it's very, very tough. Look at the amount of time they have to work with. It's not a lot.
So yeah, it'll be Chocolate here on the back line. Going to slow it down for Anomaly. And Anomaly looking to set up here an offense. The patience they're showing here. They want to draw that defense out. Pass up there to Whoosh. Whoosh looking at that cross pass there to Acorn. Acorn taking it, looking for a pass behind the goal there, but out of reach. But now Chocolate with it looking to go off the backboard. That one hits the top side. And that's going to be Oculus with it. He's going to get this one cleared out through that near side tube and down into the blue bubble, right at the edge of the blue bubble.
And a lot of players flying past, but getting it for a moment. Oculus Satyr before being stunned as well. Al taking that disc, trying to slingshot it over there to someone on the other end. And finding now a pass towards the bottom. The dive out goes out, and the steal timely comes out from Sweet Tooth, but losing it to Al once more as the floor gets taken there by a score of players. And now at the trench, back to the corner post, back to the cut, and not the goal.
Yeah, that one going wide, but still in the hands of Spaghetti here. Oculizator looking to juke a little bit. Does a juke. Oh, the ding off the ding ring, and that one's going to bounce out back towards mid. Getting caught in the trap here. No, actually into the tube where Meatball is trying to pick it up. Doesn't. Chocolate's going to get it. Chocolate takes a shot off the backboard, but that one's going to ding. Woosh trying to recollect it. No, it's going to be Acorn with it. Acorn taking a shot. Another ding. And Owl with it, but Owl right there in the hands of Woosh. Woosh taking the shot, and there it is, a 7-meter three. Woosh going to pop that one in. It's a 2-point game. Anomaly is going to keep it close here 3 minutes in.
All right, that could definitely be what they needed. See, the thing is, you mentioned, you know, when it rains, it pours sometimes. It's all in the rhythm of Echo Arena. I've seen it happen to every single team. I've seen it happen to my teams when I was playing. It's inevitable. The thing is, you get in these awkward rhythms where everything just seems it's a little bit off beats, and you can't, you know, even if the goal is the size of an ocean, it feels like you can't convert. But then once it finally does happen, as Al tries to make something happen, that's when you can start maybe feeling a little better. You just need to see that one shot go in, and then you can kind of reset.
Yeah, that was a great pickup by Al, though. That was kind of a loose pass, almost like a last-ditch effort to get the disc away from the encroaching defensive player. And Al was just in the right place. He's able to get there, pick that one up, send it in on 2 goalies. And that's going to put Spaghetti up by 4. But Anomaly, you know, that the last goal they got, they're in possession here. They're passing really good. That's a good pass there to Sweet-Tooth. Sweet-Tooth, though, going to look for that reset to try to open up this defense.
And no doubt just pressured and kind of in the back of the mind, knowing that, well, I don't have an anchor, I'm flying through the air, not much momentum. Knowing Spaghetti, they're going to be around pretty soon. So a smart reset, unfortunately, doesn't really buy them the opportunity at the offense that they wanted. So it's a game of stacks. And so far, Spaghetti's really been keeping up on the speed end of things, but keeping up with the disc and keeping an eye on it is Woosh.
Now picking it up is Oculizator in the tube, going to turn it around for Spaghetti. Deep pass there to Meatballer. Meatballer walking this one in, inverted on the ceiling, looking for a cross pass to Al. Maybe no, he's going to juke a little bit, trying to make some space. Oh, it takes a shot. The Sweet Tooth going to close the door on that one, and Chocolate's going to get the slap and send that one back towards mid, but they're in the hands of Blenders.
So yet again, more fantastic defense being shown by Sweet Tooth. A lot of these just great grabs, whether it's saves or some of these steals. And right now, Blender's maybe trying to toy a little bit. Gotta be careful, because those are always the ones that it can be a very much a double-edged sword depending on when you do it. Let's see if that goes in. That will be the most punishing thing, but that will be taken out here by Spaghetti. That was so close.
Yeah, that would have changed the look of this game, but instead, it's going to be Oculizator receiving that one in off the, I believe it was Owl who sent it in. It was. And Oculizator is going to send that one in from 10 meters away. Good for another 3. Spaghetti going to go up by 7 here. 4.5 minutes remaining on the clock. And that's how quickly it can turn around on you. You get one really close opportunity, and then immediately it goes from, it's like it's a 6-point swing. You know, you almost had 3, and instead it's 3 to the other team.
You know, just watching some of this play now here coming in from these Spaghetti players. It's like you can take, hold on, the shot going through maybe. You can take the roster out of Spaghetti, but you can't take the Spaghetti out of the roster. This is slightly different teams, different players. They're still doing what they've done for the last 8+ months.
Yeah, that's Meatballer putting the roll on, sticking it in. Good goal, good dunk. Yeah, slam dunk. 9-point lead here to Spaghetti. Yeah, that's just, as I said, I mean, these are players that like to drive at the goals. Yeah, Meatballer there drives at the goal. Oh, no. Al with this one, looking at an empty net, turning around, sends a shot in. There it is. Another 3. 12-point game, 3.5 to go here.
Talk about driving at the goal. That was hyper driving from that Spaghetti stack, just boosting in no time at all. Kind of taking Anomaly certainly off guard, which is something Anomaly's used to doing to other teams with that speed. So as they do fall behind here with a couple minutes left, 3.5 just about. We'll see if they can get something going, but at the moment it's a Spaghetti. Just another attempt with the bowling ball shot, but no strike.
Yeah, that one very close to the goal, but it's going to bounce high. Chocolate picking this one up, sending this one out, but Meatballer there to pick it up. Sends that one across there to Oculizator. Oculizator looking to do something with it, and he does. Just a little bit of a hesitation there, gets the defense a little bit out of position, and that allows him the room to put it in for the 2. That's now a 14-point lead here to Spaghetti with just under 3 to go.
And not the speediest shot in the world, but because of one of the the offensive players for Spaghetti. You had one or two of them interfering with the goalie, and then number two, because of the placement of that shot, which is one of those other subtle things that we always point out that the experienced teams and players do in this league, is just knowing and actively avoiding throwing those discs too close to the center of mass of a goalkeeper, trying to hit those corners, hit the unexpected spots as a shot will just stray off.
Al looking to pick that one up, but Chocolate with the slap there. 2:22 on the clock. Acorn, we're thinking of send it through mid. Does go all the way down towards that bubble. Going to hit the far side wall. Not there yet. It will be Blenders, but Blenders gets stunned out, so it's going to be picked up now by Acorn. Acorn cross over Chocolate. Chocolate moving in on the bubble. He's going to get stunned up by Meatballer. Now Al with it. He's going to send this one away. Sweet try to track it down. Can't get there. Will be Oculus with it. And looking to clear it out now for Spaghetti.
All right, well, a deep heave will not get them the results, but at the moment, in firm control for sure with the 17-3 scores. Anomaly just trying to gather again and try and find some points, more points on the board. You see the midfield there, a bit contested, playing some monkey in the middle, but it's Al with a disc, and now the triangle series of passes, and they will tangle with the goalie for the 19th point. And a nice shot angle as well. You can see right there in the corner again.
Yeah, and that's Oculizator, you know, doing what he does, coming in over the nest like that and popping it in. He jukes out the defender. That's how he moves. You know, you got to be prepared for that when you're trying to defend Oculizator or anybody on Spaghetti. That's how they move, and you have to be prepped.
Absolutely, and going back to the whole shot placement, because the thing is, you see a lot of teams, a lot of players across the league. At times, you might see these. Hold on, the shot is just going to be dinged off the post, but you'll see these times where they'll go for these close-up shots, throw in 1,000,001 moves, maybe like they're about to here. There's a Meatballer in the groove, and it gets the goal once more. But sometimes you see these close-range misses and dings, right? And you think, well, hold on, they're master tier. They should be dinging from that close range, right? Well, it's because of the margins being played here, where you know the goalkeeping tendencies, and you're really just trying to hit those edges of the goal. So because of that, you're off by even an inch sometimes, and you will get those resulting dings.
Yep, and 28 seconds to go here. This is an 18-point difference, and so it's gonna be Spaghetti looking to get a mercy here with this final goal. Al sending that one across to Meatballer. Meatballer does plant it in for the 2, and that will be the mercy here in round 2. Spaghetti 23-3 over Anomaly.
Yeah, and just big, dominant performance for sure from Spaghetti. Not indicative, certainly, of Anomaly in their talent level at all, because they've been rolling as well and doing some great work in VRML this season. But Spaghetti has just been, time after time, you know, proving themselves to be a very immensely capable team. Who's just, you know, they have a interesting, sometimes unpredictable rhythm about them, but it's by no mistake that they still win game after game. A lot with a high percentage of the time, and coming through with just a lot of strong efforts there to secure it this time.
Yeah, a lot of strong efforts, and I mean, look at the scoring. I love seeing stuff like this. You've got 14 points to Al, 13 to Oculizator, 12 to Meatballer. I mean, that's 3 scores there on Spaghetti. That's part of the reason they're doing so good. And then I mean, Blender's on the back line. Blender's is such a solid backline player. I've been watching him since he played on Orbit. And definitely something you want on your back line. You got assists across the board, saves across the board. That is uniformity there on Spaghetti. Everybody contributing everywhere in the arena, and that's what you need to compete at the top level. And that's what Spaghetti is capable of doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, with that said, you know, for Anomaly, they'll just have to rebound, and they will. I feel like they will. You can look at the record here. I mean, Anomaly 7 wins on this season. They're going to have their second loss here. But as I mentioned, it's by no mistake they're here at this juncture of the season. That they're maintaining this, you know, master tier rank and doing well for themselves. So had some unexpected situations. Of course, the roster, the 4th rostered player, a -0 there. Some unexpected issues there, tech issues on his end that just resulted in kind of the late sub. So that was obviously a factor. But again, you know, don't take that for just face value. Spaghetti, strong team. Anomaly, just the same. So expecting some great things from them still in the future. Now, speaking of future, well, we've got some interesting stuff about to happen with our final match of the day. And this is going to be an exhibition, in fact, between Wireless Jacks and a new team by name, by the name of Project Mayhem. So that's coming up here quick with the Law, B-Love, have Palace and Vanzi on that team. New registered team as of this past week or so. Not new players. They're coming from some very talented teams from seasons 1 and 2. So be aware. That's coming up next. We're going to redirect to a brief intermission and be back in just a couple minutes.
Hello and welcome to another match today between Project Mayhem in orange and Wireless Jackson blue. I'm SputnikKobra. I'm here with Swift, my co-caster, and just to note that this is an exhibition match and this will have no weighting on the VRML standings for both of these teams, but Project Mayhem is new and they are just newly formed, and this is the first time I've seen them, so I don't expect anything, and I'm always going to ask my co-caster Swift, what are you expecting?
Well, I really don't have many expectations for this match. I mean, I know Project Mayhem, it's a new team, and at the moment they're in Bronze Division, but I definitely expect that to change. It is full of veteran players. We've got the Law, B-Love, Palace, and Vanzi. Just a really good roster, and especially for a new team. And can't really call them new. They're practically have been playing together for months. But oh well. They only registered on VRML not too long ago, but we are getting kicked off with this match. Project Mayhem going to win that with the headbutt. Not Vanzi going to recollect to the back line here. The Law looking at an open net, but not for too long. And now Palace retaking the disc, gets the pass over to Vanzi now and trying to walk it up for the initial play.
And setting it down for that cross, it's going to miss the target. So this is a newly formed team. I'm wondering if their chemistry is there. They're going to send it along the ceiling with that nice bounce pass to the Law. And the Law's going to look for the angle. He's going to dodge that player, and he's going to find that goal, pulling both defenders out of position. So he's going to find two at 4 meters.
Yeah, and the Law bringing that one down after that pass from Palace. I promise that's the only Law joke I'll make. It's not the only Law joke I'll make, but you know.
We'll call the attorneys. We've got the Law here, and they're going to send it. So Gilligan will QB of Wireless Jacks. They're going to send it left down the station, down to Florida Blitz. And Blitz will lose it to B-Love, so Project Mayhem has some life in them. And they're going to send it forward for that pass. And that's on target, and they're going to find 3 points. So really strong performance from Project Mayhem. I had no expectations. And wow, I'm getting completely amazed.
and showcasing that they are definitely not new to this, with 2 really great goals off the bat, and just a minute and a half through this game. So interesting to see what will happen later on. We got Venom with this pass to Blitz. Of course, Venom used to be the founder of Team Nova. Well, unfortunately, that one splitting apart. Sad face, but oh well. This one going to be stolen by Palace. Actually, the clear coming through as well. So the stack not quite there. Going to be Wireless Jacks with that team chemistry coming through, and maybe Wireless Jacks will have some more team chemistry. I'm expecting Wireless Jacks to be a little bit more organized in these fast plays, just because of how long they've been together as a team, playing as a 4. But I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, as we've shown, Project Mayhem already coming ahead in this game. So although Wireless Jacks can find this passing, Project Mayhem just has so many great players that it's just impossible to turn them down.
Absolutely, and I believe the Law and Vanzi, formerly of Nitro, and Palace, formerly of Synapse, and they're going to get that cross pass, and Will.i.am's going to send it back, and they're going to lose possession, and the defense will slap it out, so heating things up, not able to finish that shot on goal. Wireless Jack scrambling, and the stun will come through, and they'll be able to lose possession, and looking to recover it, and getting that slap through will be a player of Project Mayhem down into that bubble, but getting to it will be Wireless Jacks with Will.i.am.
Yeah, and we're going to get it forward here to Gilligan, and he's going to get stunned away here by B-Love, and start coming through now from Project Mayhem. The cross, though, just hitting the block, and actually the Law, but the headbutt coming through from Palace, accidental there off the shield, so that's going to cost them the possession, and the clearing boost coming here from Wireless Jacks. It is a 1 and 2 in the offense, but not for very long. The stun coming through from the Law, actually winning Vanzi possession, so now the clear coming through. Now Project Mayhem finding the disc again. An open 3 is shot, but not quite online here. Bouncing to the back line here. Vanzi going to take it up to B-Love, and he's going to try and find some time with it. Takes it to the Law, but again being stunned on the shield, and Will.i.am, but no, Vanzi with the steal, taking it from 6 meters out for another 2-pointer. 7-0 now for Project Mayhem.
This team is very strong, and wow, I didn't expect this, and I'm just going back to that. Very strong. This is unexpected, and a 7-point lead to Project Mayhem.
And maybe what's really happening here is Wireless Jacks just aren't used to this plague. They've obviously never played this roster before, and I'm wondering if it's just kind of a surprise to them, and of course it's a surprise to everyone else as well. Kind of like what happened with Washed Up in season 1 of VRML. How they came in like really close to the finals, and nobody really knew about the team. Nobody had watched their previous games. Maybe that's what's going on here. Wireless Jacks just aren't really that prepared, but being prepared. Oh, Venom stopping it with his head, but also putting it in with his head for the 2.
That's a highlight.
And that was unexpected. Everything is unexpected. Venom able to find it back into the goal, but this exhibition match, maybe Wireless Jacks is taking it easy and they're starting to heat up, but Project Mayhem's not pulling any punches, and Vanzi to QB. Vanzi gonna hold for a second, send it to Wall. It's not gonna be on target, and getting stunned out will be the Law. Picking it up will be Gilligan, sending it down to Venom. Venom will send it right back to Gilligan. And again, it's not gonna be on target on that pass, but recovering and sending to the back line, and it's gonna go all the way down towards that bubble. So they will forfeit possession, and pursuing it will be Project Mayhem into the hands of Palace. Palace going for the shot. It's not on target. It's going to bounce out of the bubble. So it's 2 wide shots at distance from Palace. So it will be picked up by Gilligan, and they're going to slow it down. But they're going to lose possession. It's going to go back to the line player. He's going to miss the slap, and picking it up will be B-Love. B-Love descending at the goal, and he's going to get 2 points on the board. So maintaining the 7-point lead will be Project Mayhem.
Yeah, and Palace stunning the goalie. So just great teamwork there from Project Mayhem. I mean, they're I don't believe this roster has ever been this 4-man team. But, certainly they've played together before, and it definitely shows. They already have some great team chemistry. So maybe I was wrong earlier about it, saying that they may have better team chemistry than Wireless Jacks. I mean, nobody really knows. That's kind of the beauty of this matchup. And with 3.5 minutes remaining, I still don't know who's going to win. With that game earlier, I really can't trust the scores and the time to tell me who's going to win the game at what point, because clearly it doesn't really work.
Absolutely, and so Palace will have possession, sending it up to mid to the Law. And this Project Mayhem team is just looking so strong, able to avoid that incoming defensive stack. Wireless Jack's trying to apply pressure, but moving along the geometry, the Law will avoid it, sending it back and right back to B-Love. So they have this forward possession, and they'll find the goal. The Law with the cross from B-Love. So another 2 points. What a strong showing from Project Mayhem.
And just that hammer of a shot. Can't get it. From the Law coming through from behind the back. I've been seeing that shot more and more as the days go by. It's a really good one. And actually, the late start coming through from Wireless Jacks, maybe trying to catch Project Mayhem off guard. We're not really going to work. They're not going to get the pass through quick enough. And Project Mayhem with the interception, and the Law taking that one in for the 3.
Absolutely. And earlier today, the Law asked Redshift for a scrim, and I said that was going to be in venues, and we couldn't do it. But now I'm scared to even scrim them. They're so strong, and I'm really excited to see how they continue to play for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and with this game, they've really proven something to all the other teams. Wouldn't see many teams taking challenges, but here comes Gilligan with another 2 points. The goals few and far between in this round from Wireless Jacks, but there's one. They could come back from this still. They technically have time, mathematically have time, if we were to say it the only correct way.
So it will be Joust advantage to Project Mayhem. They'll send it to the side, to the wall. It will be lost to Gilligan. Gilligan will pick it up, and Gilligan approaching the goal, going for that cross, and they'll find the 2 points. The Law almost getting a hand on it, deflecting it into the goal, or saving it too close to the goal. So almost getting the save. It will be 2 points to Wireless Jacks.
And I need to see a couple more goals before I can say this with confidence, but it may be happening again. The comeback's starting to form here from Wireless Jackson. More coming through, just blitzing through with goals now. Wireless Jacks, just the speed on the stacks, and Project Mayhem not expecting it. And oh my, this could go really badly for Wireless Jacks if they're not able to get rid of this disc in time.
Well, we saw an amazing comeback in the first game of the day, and maybe see one here. It will be sent to the wall, into the hands of the Law. The Law will send a cross and a stop. Gilligan sending the shot, and that's on target. Way out of the bubble. That's 3 points. It's only a 3-point deficit. Wireless Jacks can do this.
What did Wireless Jacks just do? They changed something, and oh my, it's working. That just the coverage of the players on offense by Wireless Jacks. They only need one more goal. It has to be a 3, but it's 1 goal. That being said, Palidore with this clear. Any clear at this point is detrimental to Wireless Jacks, and they know that. Will I am, though, looking for this past the blitz, but they're not leaving the goal open. The cross coming through, but there's just not enough time. Venom not receiving the disc, but a valiant effort from Wireless Jacks at the end of that round. Terrified me for a second, and I'm sure Project Mayhem feeling the same way.
Absolutely. I might be shaking just a little bit. What an exciting first round in this exhibition matchup between Wireless Jacks and the newly formed Project Mayhem. The Law, Palace, Vanzi, and B-Love are showing that they are not to be underestimated.
But Wireless Jacks were really showing something at the end of that round. And I mean, showing that as long as the other team have Joust advantage, it seems like they can put the pressure on and get some goals. So just the momentum, I think it was, from Wireless Jacks, just constant pressure, really good coverage, and of course, super accurate on those shots. So that's really going to help them into round 2. They were losing. Was it? I believe it was 14-4, or at least 12-4 at just a couple minutes before the end of that match, and they really brought that back and almost forced the overtime.
And I don't know if it's because this is an exhibition match, but Project Mayhem came to play, and Wireless Jax maybe was not expecting it. I don't know what is going on there, but they were able to get into the groove in the latter half of the first round, and maybe that momentum will carry into this round, and the second round will be much different.
Again, Wireless Jax just showing that they can adjust. They've never seen Project Mayhem play before, and they're adjusting here, and this start coming through from Project Mayhem, a really fast one at that. The back pass comes through to Belove, and he's just going to hold this one at the back line, trying to draw the defenders out. And I mean, we're just seeing this more and more again. This is being implemented by almost every single team, if not every team. And the pass comes back to the backboard, and the Law taking that one in, and it just works. And that's why you see almost every single team adopting this strategy. The Law finding, all you have to do is for one teammate to find an open spot and to juke a defender out or get a stun. And as long as your callouts are on point, as long as your team chemistry is on point, it can definitely result in a goal. But I mean, it's not to say that it's easy. You have to get all that down first, which is definitely the more difficult part. The blitz, though, getting this pass over to Venom, but not quite working. Well, I am getting it back to Venom, and he's going to look for this pass to Gilligan. No, a bit of a rookie mistake from Project Mayhem. Not covering the player that stunned Gilligan, getting out from the stun, and Venom recognizing it as well. So just great recognition and offense by Wireless Jax.
And what an absolutely fantastic one-timer slap from Gilligan. Gilligan stationary, just throwing his hand, getting the slap into the goal. So Vanzi to QB, sending it to Wall, into the hands of Palace. Palace looking for his opportunities, not under pressure just yet, waiting for that Wireless Jax stack to get in on defense, seeing it, recognizing it, setting it back for that reset. So Vanzi setting it up to the Law under pressure, trying to find an angle, setting it down to floor, and with it will be Palace again. So Palace taking the approach on the goal, and he's gonna find 2 points.
And just returning again, Project Mayhem, and just back and forth goals. Both teams, and it's just about who will pull ahead, who will get 2 goals in a row and find some momentum, because at the moment both teams looking absolutely solid. And the Wireless Jax defense, they're doing a lot, but I mean, Project Mayhem are just doing more. They're passing around so much. And the same could be said at the other end of the field. I am finding a one-on-one, but the Law coming in clutch there, stunning him from behind, and now getting the clear, or in fact a pass over to Belov. Looking at an open net for not very long with a tight angle, so this pass comes through to Palace, but just missing the disc, and Gilligan taking it now for Wireless Jax, getting a pass up forward, and the stack is there. The open 3 is, and the ding will deny Wireless Jax that 3-point and the 1-point lead. And now the Law trying to return the same thing on the other side, but hitting the block, and in fact almost bouncing in. Palace still getting a stun, and that's going to win them another 2 points. So now Project Mayhem scoring 2 in a row, and a great play from Palace.
And a series of stuns will come through, allowing Palace to get that 2-pointer and going off the backboard, making it look nice. So that's 4-point lead to Project Mayhem. What an upset.
And I mean, I'm sure most people weren't expecting this. And it doesn't seem like Wireless Jax were either. Although now they're adjusting at the start of round 1. They seemed a little bit flabbergasted at how well Project Mayhem were doing. This pass coming through to will.i.am, but Wireless Jax, missing that 3. They really needed that. Venom now trying to get this pass through, but it's not going to be on target. Blitz trying to get another pass. Now Venom finding it with the pass to will.i.am, and the pass straight forward to Blitz. Just a beautiful play from Wireless Jax, and that's a showcase of one of their set plays and how good their team chemistry and pass work really is.
Triple pass play in the bubble, and they make it look so good. So it's 2-point lead to Project Mayhem. Project Mayhem to take it from Joust advantage. Vanzi to QB. Vanzi sending it to 2. That Wireless Jax stack, trying to apply that defensive pressure, trying to find that disc. They will get the stun. It will be a trade out on the stun, and getting at the wall, getting at the ceiling and sending it back will be will.i.am with possession. will.i.am under pressure from that full court defense, gonna be able to find that pass, and the clear will come through from mid.
Yeah, and the Wireless Jax defense actually seeming very calm. Palace flying at them at 100 miles an hour. They just didn't seem affected by it at all. And actually, Vanzi going to take this one through. And they are going to be affected by that one. Vanzi putting it straight to the bottom of the goal. Didn't even have to, but he did paint both posts. And just about got that one in. And now 8-4. It's Project Mayhem.
Vanzi and the Law have such great chemistry and incredible boosting. They're able to get down court, find possession, and put it down in that bottom pocket as it dings, as it finds its way in. And that pass will go down wall, and Wireless Jax to pursue it, getting the pressure on that bubble defense and forcing that turnover. But another turnover, they'll send it down the floor and then in front of the goal, but it won't be there, and it will be out of the bubble, and it will be a loose disc.
Oh, and Gilligan with the stun to the Law. The Law throwing his hands up there. Maybe a little bit annoyed by that. I would be too. Gilligan gonna find this pass though to will.i.am, and now he's passing at the side. Oh, B-Love reading it, but not quite getting the intercept. And Gilligan here trying to find the pass to will.i.am, and will.i.am finding the open spot, but just stunned away. And you see this offense by Wireless Jax at all times. They're just moving around, so they can't be easily covered, and it really works out great for them. B-Love actually almost getting the steal, but puts will.i.am under enough pressure that he's able to get the steal anyway. The Law getting this back pass through, and coming off the bounce is going to be Vanzi reading that one off the sidewall, and now Palace trying to get the pass to B-Love, but hitting the block in the way, hitting the boot there, and Venom now looking for a clear as his team is stacked, but Vanzi on the read, and this could be detrimental now. They had already stacked, and that's kind of the downside of that play. They have all the players stacked, and the clear and boost it only works if the other team doesn't intercept, and they do again, but Gilligan with another steal, and now taking it away. And Wireless Jax really need to do something here, because it's just constant attack so far from Project Mayhem, and eventually, after so many attempts, there is going to be one that goes in, and there's one from the Law.
I'm trying to think of Law jokes, but there's no joke from that. What a great shot. That's 10 meters a second off the backboard, throwing it with authority, so it's going to be Wireless Jax with Joust advantage. Into QB will be will.i.am, sending it down to floor from that rollout, and the stack will pursue it after that clear, but the backline player will have it, send it forward, that forward pass, and Project Mayhem will clear it through the tube.
The reads from Project Mayhem, they made pretty much 3 in a row on the defense there, and another one comes through, and trying to get here is going to be Venom. Gets the pass to will.i.am and trying to walk it up to Gilligan. Gilligan finding a 1-on-3 and finding Palace in his face and finding himself stunned. So this one getting cleared through from Project Mayhem. Every single clear here is very costly to Wireless Jax. They need these 2 minutes. They need to find some goals here, but the start coming through, and it seems like Project Mayhem is still hungry for some, and there's the Law bringing it down again for the 3-pointer. I told you that there would be definitely more than one the Law joke in this game.
Absolutely, like the slam of a gavel. Just incredibly strong play from the Law, and maybe Wireless Jax is a little dazed and confused and maybe flustered, but it's so hard to respond to this Project Mayhem offense.
Yeah, especially when their stacks and passing is just so on point, and their reads as well. And the stack at the back line here coming through, but the pass to Venom. Oh, and hitting the head is going to be Venom with another 2. So can Wireless Jax do the same thing they did last round, build up some momentum towards the end of this round? And the lead isn't as much this round either. So with 1.5 minutes remaining, I wouldn't doubt that Wireless Jax can do something about this.
Absolutely, and time is running out for their comeback. They almost got close to clinching it in the first round, and that stack from Wireless Jax will sail past the QB, and it will be cleared down, but reading it will be will.i.am off the wall, finding possession, looking for his opportunities. They want to put points on the board, and time is running out, 60 seconds, so they have very little time, and it might not be possible.
Blitz getting this past to will.i.am, and if it is going to be possible, they're going to need 3s at this point, and Blitz taking it, and every single missed pass is really costing them everything at this point. Blitz, he's trying to find a pass, but it's just taking too much time off the clock. And this pass coming through eventually to will.i.am, now to Gilligan, and he gets it in. It's 2, is it enough? A couple of goals will bring them the lead, actually. But will they get it? And they are going to have to be 3s at this point. So Gilligan finding the 2, but 20 seconds remaining, and actually it's not possible. This is going to be Project Mayhem taking it in 2.
It is not possible, and that stun out will come through, disabling that stack, and another long shot attempt, but it's not on target, will bounce off the wall towards mid and be picked up by Palace, and Palace will go for the shot, and that's 3 more points, and they'll end it on that. Project Mayhem is here to play in Season 2 of Echo Arena VRML.
Yeah, Palace bringing some mayhem there, putting salt in the wound, if anything. But just some excellent play from Project Mayhem coming out of the ashes and beating a team like Wireless Jacks, which is a master team, currently 12th globally. So a very good team. And Project Mayhem has just come out of nowhere, and seems like they almost absolutely smashed them. But Wireless Jacks were able to come back so much in the last in the second half of both of these games, and Wireless Jacks definitely played very well at the end of round 1 to get so many intercepts in a row. And I mean, going to the stats, going to be the Law leading it with the points with 14, Palace with 10, Belov with 2, and Vanzi with 4, and on Wireless Jacks, Gilligan with 11 points, Venom with 2, Blitz with 2, and saves all across the board. We've got 2 for the Law, and 1 for Palace, and 1 for Gilligan, and 1 for will.i.am as well. It's a great play all across the board, and in fact, Project Mayhem had less possession by a fair amount there. It's 59% to Wireless Jacks, but if anything, that just shows that, I mean, Project Mayhem are using all the time that they have, and they're getting goals out of it.
Absolutely, and welcome to the VRML Season 2. I said it first, and I said it again, and just really great performance from Project Mayhem, and a great game to Wireless Jacks. And this was an exhibition match, so this doesn't mean anything for the standings. But with that being said, I've been SputnikKobra, or I am SputnikKobra. That's Swift, and Palidore is going to come in just a second to end the show.
All right, yeah, just before we go, I want to thank everyone for tuning in from Oculus venues, from Twitch, from Facebook Live. Been a pleasure to put on a show for you guys. And again, yeah, thanks hugely to Swift and SputnikKobra for some great casts. SirDimwi and myself over in those middle games, casting those ones. SirDimwi, always fun. And for so much for subtlety, an amazing job on the cameras, as ever, always, as well. Shout out to our sponsors in ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality Fix Gaming, and VRware.net. Always appreciative of what they give to this community and just all the support. And as well, from the community, thank you for your support. So don't you forget, we have Oculus venues here for Echo Arena VRML every single week for the rest of the season. Every Sunday, same time, same place. So you'll be here in this virtual space. It's going to be fun. Just again, here on out for the rest of the season, including the playoffs, the finals, and what have you. One more series of shout-outs, of course, to Wit, Nada, Sneaky Evil, Princess, Alacost, Gilligan, Echo Zero, and Dano McFabulous for our great league moderators here doing fantastic work all season and helping bring this all together. And of course, a shout-out to Ignite for helping out with our overlays and powering those for each match and all the team stats. It's always a great thing. Now, that said, it was a fun day. We had some unlikely comebacks, some almost comebacks. We had some OTs, and we had Instinct being distinct, as always. We saw a montage from Barrage. Okay, we had Spaghetti, and they were cooking. And Mayhem. They went Mayhem, and they were very good looking today in their exhibition debut. So, until next time, however, I've been Palidore. This has been VRML again. So much for subtlety, SputnikKobra, Swift, and SirDimwi all casting for you today. Until next time, be happy, be healthy, be safe, and be good to each other. We'll see you again very, very soon.